Hi, my name is Kat, and I've recently completed the Thrive programme. And I wanted to kind of take this opportunity, I suppose, to talk a little bit about my experiences of the Thrive programme and what I've learned, I suppose. So my journey with my mental health started kind of 17 years ago. So I've lived my life for the last 17 years with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. And when I met my consultant, I was really struggling. So I had been through a period of time where I'd had some difficulties at work, I had had a bereavement, my self-esteem and my confidence were pretty much non-existent. I didn't have any self-belief. I was having constant flashbacks. I was struggling to sleep. I was having a lot of negative thoughts, and I was very aware of the fact that actually I was in a really difficult place. And although I've had treatments in the past, so I've had talking therapies and I've read a million self-help books and I have done courses and all kinds of things, all the coping techniques that I thought I knew simply weren't helping me. So I was in kind of no man's land of going, I've had all this support in the past, but like nothing now was kind of helping me to get to where I wanted. So I met my consultant, Lisa, and we had a chat about kind of what the program entailed and how she thought it might be able to help me. And I, at that moment, committed myself 100% to everything that was kind of going to be involved in the program. I was literally going to give it my absolute all and see where it took me. I did not any longer want to feel like I was feeling, and therefore I really needed to be honest with myself and go, this isn't working for me. I don't like this feeling, and I recognize I need help. This could help me, but I also need to commit to it. So I read every chapter. I did all the homework I was given. I watched all the videos that I was given to look at, and I literally embraced everything. I honestly answered the quizzes. I was really open and transparent about what worked for me, what I didn't understand, where I could see it working, or actually also where I was really struggling, or I could understand it, but I couldn't see how that related to me. Um, and it was eye-opening. Getting to understand the fact that actually I can control what I think, how I feel, what happens next in terms of my own thoughts was empowering and really honestly empowering. I thought I understood what went on in my head. I had no idea about the different thinking styles. I had no idea where certain things came from. I had no idea that I could stop and change and use various different tools and techniques, like a whole catalogue of things that could help me to regain that control of myself, nothing else, just myself, and enable me to start achieving what it was that I wanted to. And week by week, little things started to change. Those thoughts I started being able to control. I started putting in the foundations to be able to kind of really support my mental health. I've started to recognize those thoughts and those thinking patterns and be able to change them, be able to make a difference, and recognize the things that I had learned before that were actually really unhelpful. So I'm no longer kind of in that space where I'm really struggling and kind of mentally flicking through a different range of things that I thought would help me that weren't, that in some cases actually were making it worse. I now have a toolkit of things I can do depending on how I'm thinking that can help me to move forward. And I feel incredible. I feel in control. I feel the best in my head that actually I have felt in a very long time. And I'm sleeping. I'm having less issues with kind of the negative thoughts. I'm really in control of them. They still come and go, don't get me wrong. I still recognize I've got some work to do, but they're not, they no longer command my life. So I literally feel like I have my life back. And that is all thanks to Thrive.